Any questions?
Okay. This game here, the girls came out hungry and ready to play, you know. When we left this seat on last year, you know, people, before we left out the room, had a lot of people saying three-peat. And like I always tell y'all, we take one game at a time, and the season hadn't even started yet. And we're trying to figure out how to keep our composure. What we did, you know, to God be the glory for, you know, everything that has happened. And we came out on fire tonight. I mean, they came out shooting the ball. In the first quarter, we put the pressure defense on Cyborg guard, and it worked. You know, the girls listened. They got in the passing lanes and came down and made the layups and made the threes when they were shot. We even had three-pointers made for girls that normally don't even shoot the ball. So when they started making shots, I knew then, I said, it's going to be an awesome night for us. Cyborg, you know, they play hard. And young ladies, of course, they're young. You know, we understand that. To be here playing for the state title that young, there's more to come for them in the future. So my hat goes off to Sabo on what they did and what they've accomplished throughout the season.
Coach, whenever, as a coach, you're trying to prepare for Wossman and what you guys bring to the table, one would say just to pack it in, try to stop Brittany Burton and Darren Bashir from the outside. That's basically what happened today. You touched on a little bit about how important it was to knock down the three. Like, how proud are you of all these kids? Like, everyone knows the big four, but everyone stepped up and knocked down the three, have their numbers called.
And you know, like I told them at halftime, like one young lady, she passed up the three ball. I'm that coach who tell you now, if you're open, shoot the ball. You know, I don't mind anyone shooting. If you shoot or miss, do not look at me. Because if you look at me, that means you're ready to come out. So I'm not worried about mistakes. We practice it every day. You know, we have drills to where that's what we're doing. We're shooting a three ball, we're shooting an elbow shot, we're shooting the perimeter, we're laying the ball up. So they were prepared for the task. And if people decides to bag off us to take Brittany away, that what happened. You know, everyone on the team can shoot the ball. And I know y'all noticed that Brittany, she even stepped out and she hit one. You know, and I actually called that play forward because if I didn't call the play forward, she never would have stepped out to take the shot.
Ross, how does it feel, man, to walk away with 3 state titles, 3 MVPs? Big time players make big time plays.
It feels great because this is what we work for. So this is what we're supposed to get.
How do you step up when the lights are the brightest? You just out there hooping, or did you just your game goes to another level whenever you get to this stage 3 years in a row?
Really, we all came out to play today, and then with our fans, it just makes the energy go up more. So it's really because of our fans and our bench and everything else around us.
Coach, for a program that until a couple of years ago hadn't won one of these in almost 30 years, to be at a point where y'all are talking like that, she says this is what we're supposed to do, and after last year y'all are saying three-peat already. What goes into that to build to a point where you're a standard in this state?
Well, of course, preparation. Another thing is the girls buying into what me, Coach G, and Coach Deal is throwing at them. But they have great leaders on the floor, and inside the gym, it plays an important role also, because with them, with Naira, Ross, Brittany, staying on the girls in practice, continue to hustle, do what you're supposed to do, on and off the court. It makes it real easy. And like they say, winning is contagious and losing is contagious. Once you get a taste in your mouth of winning, that's something you want to do. You don't want to be that team to drop the baton. You want to continue to pass it, and you don't want to be the first team to let the community down in the school now. So they prepare to make sure that doesn't happen.
Any further questions? Yeah, you guys have not run away from any competition at all for the past 3 years, really. I think that's kind of prepared you for these moments to where it's almost easy once it gets to this stage.
Yes, it does. That's the reason we schedule. I schedule the way I schedule. you can easily go and play a team that you can beat up on. I mean, but what are you learning from them? You know, even when you lose, like I tell everybody, yeah, we may have lost, we lost 4 games, but we all learned from that game. We winning in that aspect. You know, when we dropped the game to Lafayette Christian, and we were up by 20. You know, so like I told the girls, that's not on y'all, that's on me. You know, we was up by 20. I should have changed the game plan, but instead I stuck with what we were doing, and I should have made an adjustment once they went on the rally. You know, so I learned from that game. You know, so playing teams like that, man, it plays an important role. I don't know if you all noticed, but it's 10 games played in March Madness. Out of the 10 games, we played 7 of the teams that are here. You know, so I mean, and that's on my schedule. You're not going to see Arcadia. You know, kudos to Coach Carey. You know, we scrimmage them every year. You know, so we actually played them too. You know, they get us better, we make them better, and playing teams like that, Lafayette Christian, Parkway, we help each other out. Southern Lab, you know, we help one another out, and you see it works because, like I say, 10 games are being played, 7 of those teams are here that we actually played against this school year, this season.
And he talks about it a little bit, like how and then like, you made this shit look easy. I mean, as far as flipping this program around from where y'all were to where you're at, like talk about all the unseen hours of that going into this and all the people behind the scenes, the community. Like you guys are here in the spotlight, and whenever y'all go out of those doors, there's gonna be a ton of people out there. Parents, just everybody that goes into this, people don't see.
And you're right. You know, the parents are an important role because one thing about my parents that I love about them, they let me coach the way I coach. I don't have a parent to come in and coach. I think my daughter should be starting, or I think my daughter should be shooting more. I don't have that problem. You know, from the beginning, we all have that conversation. I let them know this all the time, and they don't want to let them down. You know, so support is amazing. I think all of them, the principals, assistant principal, you know, so Wossman alumnus, she's a big supporter, you know. And I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to hold y'all too long, but the biggest pride is at Wossman's is, I don't know if you understand, I'm a graduate of Wossman. Coach Casey Jones is a graduate of Wossman. Our softball coach is a graduate of Wossman. I mean, we have coaches that are on the staff with the boys, I want to say like 5 or 6 of them, all graduated from Wossman. So we are there to instill into the kids and let them know the tradition that Wossman used to have, and that's what we're trying to build back up. And I think we all have done a successful job of doing that. You know, as far as letting them know how it used to be in the past. Like you say, we wasn't winning much at first as far as girls. You know, of course, and look at Coach Jones, been at Wossman 9 years, March Madness 9 years straight. You know, and it just, I think that what makes the community. You know, the parents, the alumnus that come back to the school and pour within the school system, within Wossman High School.
Absolutely. Brittany, you get the opportunity, man, to finish your last game at the court where you're going to play at. I don't know if that's very common. That's a blessing to say the least. How does that feel, man?
Crazy. It's crazy, but it's happy at the same time because it's like I finished my last year with my teammates and my coaches.
With the trophy, and then you get to like transition to this. Like, could you, your freshman year, I mean, was not this, right? Could you really have imagined, fast forward 4 years from now, 3 titles, play your last game here, this is where you're gonna be going to college at?
No. Honestly, no, but it's been a blessing to be a part of this organization and the teammates, the support, the family, and all that.
Ladies, so you guys are moving on, and you three-peat this year. We saw earlier Lafayette Christian, they were able to win it 4 times in a row. What advice do you give to the girls next year to win it 4 times in a row?
Wanna go first? Me?
Yes, I answer your question. I understand now. I only have 2 seniors here, and I have one coming back on the end. And now, Miss Wilson, she'll be back with me on next year. Go ahead and answer the question.
Me? Just stay hungry and don't let nobody take you for granted. Just listen to whatever he say. He gonna get the job done. So just gotta listen.
Whose idea was it to bring the rings? I seen you already had them ready.
Everybody.
Yeah, they put me in on it, you know what I'm saying? So I had to bring mine too, you know. They let me know, I say, because I really don't wear them. You know, mine sit at home in my cabinet, but I said, "Oh, coach, you need to wear yours also." So I pulled it out, pulled them both out.
Brittany, I mean, I'm gonna ask you because Ross is so soft spoken, but what advice would you give to a young girl that's just starting this journey out, as you're finishing this journey, going on to live the basketball dream of playing college basketball? What advice would you give at 8th and 9th grade?
Be patient, be able to be taught and listen, and just have fun.
Ross, you can answer? What advice would you give?
Play basketball until it's time to go to high school and go to water.
There you go.
Or-
I like that.
Any further questions? Thank you, Coach. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you all.
Congratulations.